I'm here with Anthony Harris. He just recently went viral in front of the city commission. The clip of you talking, about what's going on with the accidents, the ducks out here in Springfield, Ohio.
These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into... They flipping cars in the middle of the street. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them.
I had seen that in traffic, like, before I even started doing all the videos, I seen that the Haitians was just wrecking into stuff nonstop, and I was concerned. I'm like, y'all, like, because it was just an influx of them. They all just came over here. So I'm like, they're getting the cars, but are y'all teaching them how to drive? And I didn't think they was, I don't know if they wasn't teaching them how to drive or they just didn't know how to drive, but they was wrecking nonstop. And school had just started. And I'm like, I see that there's kids out here walking and whatnot, and then the traffic is more flowing in the morning and around school hours. And last year, a student had already passed away due to a traffic accident with a school bus and all that. And like, I felt sorry for it. I'm like, man, I don't want that to happen again. And I'm like, the traffic has been uncontrolled. Like, they're wrecking and flipping nonstop. Wrecking into this, wrecking into that, wrecking into this car, wrecking into that building, wrecking into themselves, wrecking into the trash cans. And I was just like, man, I don't want this to keep going on, so let me say something about it. So I said something about it, and I said something about how they were wrecking nonstop. So right after that, a wreck happened. So I went live, and I recorded the wreck. And I'm like, see, this backs up everything I just said 15 minutes ago. I made a video 15 minutes ago talking about the wreck. Now, there's a wreck right here, and uncoincidentally, look who it is. I'm not like coming down on certain people, but it's the Haitians, because they brought 20,000 of them over here, and I don't think they taught them how to drive, but they brought them here, and I think they're using them as pawns. I don't know what they up to, but they up to something.
Yeah. Well, and how often would you say? Because I know that you document all the accidents out here. Pretty much all that work has come from you exclusively. How often are you out here documenting crashes?
The first time I actually went out here and documented the video, it was to back up every single thing I was saying. Mm-hmm. And then I went to sleep. I woke up. They're like, here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Like, it was just happening nonstop. So if I got up here and woke up at, school starts at like 7:30. If I woke up at like 7:30, from 7:30 all the way to 9 o'clock p.m., wreck after wreck after wreck. It's like at least a wreck every 2.5 hours, for sure.
Haitians, pretty much every time?
98%. 98% of the time.
Can you kind of speak on your experience with, you kind of talked about the Haitians grabbing ducks from Snyder Park. Can you kind of speak on what you've seen and what you've experienced out here in that situation?
Once I started documenting how the immigrants was coming over here and whatnot, basically, we live in a town. It's a real small town, so it's not really hard for somebody. It's like word to get out super quick. So when I told you, like, when I first did it, and people started hitting me up like, oh, there's a wreck over here, there's a wreck over here, people would hit me like, okay, I just seen a Haitian just grab up a duck in the park and cut his head off and walk off with it. I said, what the fuck? I said, hell no. I said, okay, I'm going downtown, and they got to fix this shit. Because y'all not about to be wrecking and everything. And then on top of wrecking everything, y'all in the park grabbing up ducks. And then motherfuckers like, oh, it's not facts. It's not facts. So why is people saying it? Why is people calling 911 talking about they're walking down the street with gooses and shit? This 911 call came out the same day that the girl said that they came out and grabbed the duck and cut the head off. This is all the same day. And then, it was like, what the fuck? Went downtown, and I told them, y'all gonna have to do something about it. Y'all can bring 20,000 people over here. Y'all can help them the correct way, because they're doing what they do in their country. And I don't know what they do over there, but it's different from America. So if you're gonna bring 20,000 people over here, and then y'all getting money from bringing them over here, is my opinion and what I think they're getting money from bringing them over here. Help them. Y'all getting money. Teach them how to drive. Teach them the culture. Teach them English. Teach them do's and don'ts. Like, don't just bring them over here and just drop them off at a gas station. Just, hey, go get a job, and then we're going to give you a car with some money, and you're temporarily protected. That's lame as fuck, because you setting them up for failure. You're using them as a pawn. You got people out here that don't like them for no reason. I'm not saying they don't like them for no reason, but they're disliking them because they're doing shit that they're accustomed to, what they knew, because America decided they want to bring them over here for what? I don't know why, because America's already messed up. There's a lot of stuff that America could be doing. America should be focused on in America. We need to focus on at least getting us free Wi-Fi across the country before we trying to help a third world country. Can we lock in with ourselves before we lock in with every single body else? Because we can't save another country. Because what happens when we keep saving all these other countries around the fucking world? What happens when we need saved? Who the fuck gonna come and save us? America? The Avengers? Tony Stark? Drake? I don't fucking know. But we need to lock in with ourselves before we keep trying to help everybody else. We got a lot of problems going over here in America, and I think it's really disrespectful to American citizens that if you keep going all across the world focusing on what everybody else is doing instead of focusing on what we got going on here. It's pitiful. My whole life living here, I ain't never seen no line outside the Job and Family Services like it has been. I know the Job and Family Services opens at 9 o'clock, and I know there's people lining up at 7:15, mostly immigrants. I know that the ratio is 9-1, 9 immigrants to 1 American at the Job and Family Services in Springfield, Ohio. And I understand that this is Springfield, Ohio in the United States of America. So why is there 9-1 immigrants in America getting government assistance from the government and they're not U.S. citizens? I'm not saying don't help them. I mean, what affected me was I got a kid and my kid be out here in traffic with her mom, and I got family, and they're in traffic with their mom, and they're in these cars, and the car is a lethal weapon. Mm-hmm. And you're not about to, that ain't about to happen with none of my people. You're not about to just run into somebody, teach these people how to drive. I don't blame them for wanting to come over here. America's crazy. We got Teslas, we got Wi-Fi, we got McDonald's, we got Canes, we got Nike, we got a whole lot of stuff. Why wouldn't you want to come to America? So you can't blame them. They over here living their best life, as they should. If I was them, I would be doing the same thing. I would be doing the same thing. I would be in my Toyota wrecking some shit. Fuck it, I'm gonna go get another one. They just gonna pay for it. I would be doing the same thing if I was over there where they was at. So we can't blame them. We need to blame the people that brought them over here, which is fucking pathetic, bro. Help them, or help us, help them, and then help them.
What do you think is the solution to the kind of the crisis that Springfield, Ohio is presented with right now?
Y'all brought 20,000 people over here. They just gave the city of Springfield $2.5 million. I'm not saying on no like hateful shit. Don't bring no more people over here. Don't bring no more immigrants over here. Let's deal with what we got going on now, and then let's get them accustomed to America. Let's get them learn how to speak English. Let's teach them how to drive. Let's teach them how finances work. Let's teach them the do's and don'ts. Let's make sure that they can sustain life in America. Because what happens when y'all cut off the money that y'all giving them? What do you think is going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. I can't say what's going to happen. I can't say they might come up and run a bag by themselves, or I can't say if they might just go fucking crazy because they was used to all this free money. And I'm not saying all of them are getting free money, because a lot of them got jobs, but there is a temporary protective status. And I do know that it's on Google on a federal thing. If you go get a temporary protective status, you got to get a job, and they give them some type of money on top of having a job. So they ain't doing me like that. Yeah, nigga, I need a bonus check too. Nigga, I need a incentive for being American.